Hello everyone, my name is Nox and welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet. So there's a couple things I want to address before we get started. One, it's been too long since I uploaded and I wanted to apologize for that. So yeah, sorry. Secondly, this video is going to be in a much different style than my other ones. I'm not really going to explain. If you've seen my other videos, you'll notice it right away. So let's get started. We started off with Victory Road just to get our first badge and increase our level cap. And first though, I thought I would just explore a little bit, and I ended up finding this tower with a weird little man inside of a chest. Turns out this thing is a Pokemon named Gimmighoul, and it sucks the life force out of people. I, for one, am not into that. After falling off the ladder going down, I decided maybe I should go flesh out my team before fighting the first gym. I went around in circles until I ended up finding a Mankey, which would last probably the entire game, so it's a great choice. I wanted a fire type for the first gym because the first gym's bug, so I figured I might as well go get that new cool fire type that they introduced in the trailers, that of course being Charcadet, and I wandered around aimlessly until eventually I found it on my map. However, no matter how much running and searching around I did, I could never find it anywhere. I eventually wandered towards a desert and started searching there, and again, I had no luck. So I went to the other side of the map, in front of the Fire Squad's base, for Team Star, in hopes that fire types might spawn around there. There was an Numos, which I think is a fire type. No, maybe it's a ground type. But what I'm trying to say is that it didn't spawn. Eventually, I learned of sandwiches and the benefits that they yield, such as making certain types spawn more frequently. So I went to Artizone, the city with a grass gym, bought the ingredients for a pickle sandwich, and got to work. Can't believe this is all it takes to make a good pickle sandwich. I spent over an hour searching for these things, and all it took was one sandwich to find like 12 of them surrounding me. Also, I ended up triggering a cutscene from being in front of the Fire Squad, and this new character, Clive, showed up out of nowhere. And even though he was obviously just Director Clavel in a wig, I admittedly didn't notice until the option to say he looked familiar was there. And a wig goes a long way, I guess. Finally, I went to fight the gym leader in Cortando, not before running into Nimona, giving me some words of encouragement, then running off to fight everyone she sees. And then I played soccer with a giant olive. Or what do Europeans call it? Football? These gym challenges keep getting weirder through every new generation. Eventually, I got to fight Katie, the Cortando gym leader, who is also a baker. That's pretty nice. Anyways, Charcadet was like level 20, so I felt like it was cheating if I used it against her Pokemon that didn't even break level 15. Fletching did away with most of her team, but eventually I pulled out Charcadet anyway, just to finish off her bug-type Teddiursa because, I don't know, I guess. The day that I ended up recording this part, it was actually my birthday, so I wanted to see what would happen on my birthday when I went to a Pokemon Center. It was quite nice. For those of you who don't know, Nintendo does this thing for people on their birthday at Pokemon Centers. I don't know how long it's been going. I know at least Generation 6 has been doing it, so that's pretty nice. I then went to start on the Path of Titans and see what Angry Man was up to. And by the way, I will almost exclusively refer to Arven as Angry Man, and sometimes Nimona as Goku. So, once I found the Titan he had me looking for, I was immediately intimidated. If you were confronted with a derpy rock crab the size of your house, you'd probably be a little uneasy too. I mean, look at this thing next to Sprigatito, it's massive. Eventually, Angry Man caught up to me and asked if I found it. I don't know, Arven, there's a giant rock crab that's pretty much impossible to miss. What do you think? We fought the Cloth, and I learned that its ability was basically a free Shell Smash if it got below half health, which is just... why? Now it's faster, hits harder, which didn't really matter because its lower defense also made it an easy target. Defeating Cloth also made Sprigatito evolve into Florigato, which is easily my favorite second stage starter, just behind Frogadier. And then we went into the cave. found the herba mystica that Cloth was eating, and Angry Man made sandwiches. I could have called him Angry Sandwich Man. That's honestly just a mouthful. After he made sandwiches, my dog, Coridon, being the sandwich fiend he is, escaped his Pokeball, started sniffing at my food, and I, being the kind dog owner I am, decided he deserved the sandwich. Especially because he lets me ride around all day on his back, which, let's be fair, is probably exhausting. After eating the sandwich, Coridon got a power boost, which let me sprint with him, so yeah, he's fast now. Angry Man continues to talk about how the herba mystica are meant to be some sort of superfood, and then goes on to be suspicious about his motives collecting these plants. At this point, I thought he was going to end up as some sort of villain. After I left, he went on to say, "The coast is clear, you can come out now," which was very suspicious. After which Sada calls me and tells me that somehow she sensed Coridon regain some of his power. Gotta say, this family is weird. The next step is to take on the Artisan Gym, which for my chart cadet should be no issue. However, of course, I first have to complete the gym challenge. This time around, I have to go across town and seek out 10 Sunflora, and bring it back to the Sunflora lawn, during which one decides to attack me, but otherwise it goes pretty smoothly. Unlike their frame rate. After I bring them back, I am escorted to the battle court. Once there, Brassius, the Artisan Gym Leader, jumps off a windmill and probably breaks both of his legs. You're so extra, like what the hell dude, are you okay? I, again, not wanting to make this feel like I'm cheating, decide not to use Charcadet. This turns out to be a mistake, as his last Pokemon, a Crasstera Sudowoodo, ends up murdering basically my entire team. The only reason I won was because I used like 4 revives. This opened my eyes to how underleveled I was. At this point though, it didn't matter because I now had my second gym badge. After exploring just a bit more, catching a new member of my team, meet Varoom, and then going again to the other side of the map, because why not, and then going for the Open Sky Titan. First, let's take a good look at my team and their levels. Pawmi is level 12, and then I have a level 21 Varoom. Oh my god, what was I thinking? Let's be perfectly honest, I probably wasn't. So on to the Open Sky Titan. I pretty quickly cleared some rocks, because getting hit by one is apparently equivalent to getting pummeled by a puppy the size of a potato. Also, they're really easy to avoid. The Open Sky Titan was, surprise, a giant bird. I also did not like his skin flap. Why? Like, I know why, but why? Arven joins me after I distract it long enough for him to sneak up, and then after, it eats some Herba Mystica. Unfortunately, the first time I fought this thing, it beat 4 of my Pokemon. So now I'm down to Fido and Mankey, and Arven sends out Knockley. Nice one, dude. Very helpful. I say that sarcastically, but that Knockley smackdown was the only reason we won. Once beat, we went into the cave, and we found more Herba Mystica. Again, Arven made sandwiches, and we had a good time. Until my dog escaped his ball again, and asked for my sandwich. For some reason, the sandwich made with ingredients we stole from a bird ended up letting Coridon not glide, but swim. I've learned that we shouldn't question Game Freak at this point, but I'm going to anyways. My dog then almost ate the extra sandwich Arven made, and he became Angry Man once again. He immediately apologizes though and decides it's time for him to finally tell me his evil plans. Turns out he's not evil, and he's just trying to make his sick dog better. I am going to cry. In short, his dog got so hurt in battle that Pokemon centers and potions won't cure him. So he scoured every source he can find for a cure, and stumbled upon Herba Mystica in one of his mom's old books. Angry Man is really just Sad Man. So he's not really a mystery anymore, he's just a man looking out for his dog. His mom, however, somehow magically sensed that Coridon regained some of his power, and decided to call me. Arven is clear, but his mom is still weird.